Alright, welcome back everyone. This is going to be a different video than normally. As you can see, I have 3 Lowrider magazines, and I'm not going to show each one individually. I'm just going to focus on the parts that have Dazza on them. And I just want to show off my super mini Dazza magazine collection, which is basically just these 3 magazines. And for those of you who don't know who Dazza is, she's the biggest, like the most popular model in Lowrider magazine history in the 90s. She started off in Orly's Lowrider magazine. I don't know if you guys have seen it on eBay. She's wearing white lingerie, and that's for me the most sought after Orly's Lowrider magazine. And so I got these magazines off OfferUp for a low price, and I was lucky enough to meet Dazza, I think last year at the Long Beach convention. And yeah, so she signed all 3 magazines last year, and I'm going to show you just what these magazines show of Dazza. I'll show like the whole magazine at a later date, but for now it's just all about Dazza. And let's get into it. I'm gonna start off with the earliest year that I have, which is this 1995. Yeah, June 1995. And as you can, I told her, she asked me like, also, who should I sign this off to? And I'm like, sign it off to Rochi. And she says right here, Rochi. I have no idea what her signature says. But right here it says, I think this is Dazza and the date. Oh no, this is this year. March 22nd, 2022. Yeah, so that was earlier this year. My bad. And so just really quickly, just to look for Dazza. This is Dazza up here in some white lingerie, reminiscent of her Orly's Lowrider magazine. Let's try to quickly look for Dazza. Alright, and here she is. Cocktail time. Again, the most sought out Lowrider magazine model of all time. And here she is. Oh. Yeah. I got lucky that she opened the magazine and signed the inside as well. I think it says for... And you know, this is my first time at this convention that I went to was my first time at a Lowrider convention, and it gets kind of nerve-wracking when you're in front of the person herself, you know. And there's so many people waiting in line, and you know, you don't want to take up too much of her time. And so it was just like, I guess I was just in shock that this person still exists. And for those of you that don't know any, or that want to know more info about her, I'll leave a link in the description that'll send you to her interview with Tony A on Rhodium Radio, and for some real Lowrider history. Oh yeah, it says right here, Rochi, keep low riding, Dazza. And again, she's in the top. You know what? I flipped through this magazine earlier today, and I think she's nowhere to be found. Yeah, she's literally nowhere to be found anywhere else in this magazine. Yeah, so in this one, I'm just gonna leave that magazine alone. I guess she was just on the cover, but she's not on the inside, other than right there. But last but not least, Dazza del Rio, Cinco de Mayo. Okay, according to Dazza, in her interview with Tony A on Rhodium Radio, she explains how she got on this cover, and as soon as it hit the shelves, all the magazines sold out that same day. So this magazine is sold out the first day, and if you want to get this magazine from Dazza, like if you go to a lowrider convention and if Dazza's there, you know, she has all her merchandise and all her memorabilia, and if you want to get it from her, she sells each Cinco de Mayo magazine for $150 each without the signature. If you want to get a signature, I think it's $10 more. So with that being said, if you see this magazine on eBay or on, you know, those third-party seller websites, if you see this magazine for $20, $30, $50, I'd say get it, because if you want to get it from the person herself, it'll cost you a pretty penny, but it's better to get it cheaper online when it's only for $20. And yeah, she sent this one too. Rochi. And thankfully, this one does have a lot more Dazza on the inside. Let's get there quick. Boom. On top it says Homemade Impala, ready to roll, Wicked 6. Freaking Dazza, dude. I wish she should have signed. I wish she would have signed this page. This would have been such a cool page to have her signature on, like right here in the bottom. And right there again, Wicked 6. And that's literally it. Freaking doesn't come on any more pages, unfortunately. Yeah, so just wanted to quickly show off. Wasn't that much of a show off though. So you got Dazza, Cinco de Mayo, her most expensive issue, and you have all her other ones. And yeah, I know a lot of crazy vatos that were there in the 90s. I have a lot of stories with Dazza, and let me know in the comments below. Peace out.